The Booktuber Bio Tag. This is an original tag that was created by Jessica's library card, who created it to celebrate her first anniversary on BookTube. I was tagged by Kevin at Kevin Toll Reads, actually for the audiobook tag, but since audiobooks and I are not a match right now at least, I thought it would be okay to do the Booktuber Bio Tag that he's done as well instead, since also the great Steve Donahue has encouraged all booktubers to do it to get to know more about each other. We dive right in the prompts. Who are you? Share a little bit about yourself, as much as you feel comfortable. Wow, who are you and how many? What a question. So many books tell us how people are or what they did. That's what we do. We read books, yes? Books start like, I once had a farm in Africa, or Call me Ishmael. I am an invisible man. Death is my beat. I am a sick man. I'm a spiteful man. First, I got myself born. I am writing this account in a most dreadful hurry and confusion on a torn sheet of foolscap paper within 5 minutes walk of London Bridge at a quarter before 6 o'clock in the morning. So what should I say? That is just a sentence that is just a little bit as interesting as the start of the beginning of these books. I am Rainer, born in the 1960s in a German town called Reit, in the Federal Republic of Germany, or West Germany, a Cold War kid. I could say a lot more, of course, just some things here. I studied German literature, political science, and English and American literature in Aachen at the Rheinisch-Westfälisch Technische Hochschule, the most Western town that you can find in Germany. In 1992-93, I spent and worked 6 months in Russia, in Siberia, a very interesting period in my life. Then I moved to Finland, another interesting period, taught German for kids and adults in Turku, in the southwest of Finland, and everywhere I've been, I started listening to music, to Vladimir Vysotsky, to Alexander Rosenbaum, Igor Talkov and DDT in Russia, to Sir Elwood Hiljaiset, Jikari Apulanta and Rauli Budding in Finland. 30 years ago, I came to Sweden, where I'm still living, now being a dual citizen of Germany and Sweden. I've written quite a lot about women's football, aka soccer. I also have a YouTube channel and a blog. Probably because my early dream of a profession was becoming a sports writer. Not like Richard Ford's Frank Bascomb, that came much later, but a sports writer traveling from one Olympics to the next World Cup in football or soccer. I've seen hundreds of women football games, and I can say that I also have interviewed hundreds of players that taught me so much about what they call the beautiful game. Let me drop some of the names. Marta Vieira da Silva from Brazil, who won 6 times the award World's Best Player. Kristen Press, who I got a picture with in 2014. I remember telling her at that time that I would want to have a photo together with a future world champion, and I'm happy that she won 2 gold medals at World Cups in 2015 and 2019 and became a world champion. The wonderful Anita Asante from England, who is a strong advocate for human rights. I am a father of 2 amazing young women who I'm very proud of, and I would want to be a dog keeper again if I had the time for a dog. I'm traveling sometimes, so that's always difficult, who takes care of the dog. More I will tell you when I reach 2,000 subscribers, so subscribe, my dear friends, subscribe. How long have you been on BookTube? I've been on BookTube actively actually since 2020, and I started 2 months into this business after a virus from Wuhan, China, reached Europe and also the rest of the world. So almost 5 years very soon. What kinds of books do you love to read? I'd love to say everything, but that's not true when we speak about love. I love to read a more good classical storyteller, I guess. Stories that I'm interested in. Content is also important, and the way of narration. I would name a couple of books here. Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, James by Percival Everett, or The Safekeep by Yael van der Wouden, books that I read recently in the past couple of months. Has BookTube had an effect on what you read? Sometimes I get some interesting recommendations from different channels, but mostly I have to confess that I find new titles by looking at long lists of new and old awards, looking in the New York Times, in The Guardian. I should follow more book months, but I simply cannot do this and really read certain books every month because everybody does it. It's not my kind of thing. What do you enjoy about making BookTube videos? Good question. Do I enjoy making BookTube videos? Well, probably I hope to be able to tell you something about the books, how they touched me and what impressions they made or what impression they made on me that connects our reading, our thoughts, our experience of the world, of the times in which we live in. And when I get a reaction to a video of someone who has also read the same title and wants to discuss a certain aspect of a novel, or when I can add something to someone's experience, that's the moment when I think that BookTube is very much enjoyable. What do you not enjoy about making BookTube videos? There is, I think, nothing actually that I don't enjoy. It's not a thing, definitely not. What video on your channel are you most proud of? I don't know. I have published more than 600 videos now, so I lost count. There's no favorite, and I seldom love to watch myself on the videos and sort of vote for my favorite video myself. Is there anything you wish was different about BookTube? Sometimes I think BookTube feels random. There are good booktubers who don't have much subscribers, and I'm not talking about myself, who would deserve way more attention, and others, other booktubers who have a lot of attention, who are not as good as the ones who would deserve a lot more attention. So that could be different in a way. Justice is maybe the point, but I guess that's life. That's what all the people say. Name 3 books that you have reviewed on your channel that you feel represent who you are as a reader. I think I already did that by Americana, The Safekeeping James. I could name more books like also thrillers by Michael Connelly, but name 3 booktubers whose content inspires you. What a question. I could name a few dozen here, but let's say Roro reads, Sarah at Eyes on Indie, and Alyssa at Nerdy Nurse reads. I love to watch their videos. Share the love. It can be challenging to find your audience. Name 3 booktubers who you think need more hype. 3 booktubers who deserve more hype. I would quickly name here Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads. I would name Kevin Tull, who has tagged me, and Camila from Ask the Yay Books. And that was the Booktuber Bio Tag. Feel yourself tagged if you haven't done this, and you're a creator. And all of you who saw this video, who listened to this, I see you soon in another video on this channel. Goodbye.